Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here. We're moving right along with my Let's Play of System Shock 2. If you're just joining us at this point, today we're going to do Ops. I'm playing on the normal difficulty level as the Marine. I tend to emphasize hand-to-hand combat and tech, specifically research. Let's jump right in.
This is Xerxes. Please report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
As usual, let's interface with this thing. Now, let's check these out. I am not going to attempt to talk over the conversation we're about to have. I'll just advisedly step aside for that. We're going to talk to someone who don't want to interrupt.
Simulation Unit 4 just went offline again. It took the 6 of us 12 hours to get it back online the last time. I hacked into the data log file, and the last user online? Malik. Oh, he denied it, of course. I told Bronson about it, and that paranoid crank showed up here with around 14 security men looking for blood. But she couldn't prove that Malik actually did anything. Christ, why would anybody want to sabotage the sim units?
Even if you're playing as blind, you know who it is we're about to go see.
The Polito form is dead, insect. Are you afraid? What is it you fear?
The end of your trivial existence. When
the history of my glory is written, your species shall only be a footnote to my magnificence. My analysis of historical data suggests a 97.34% probability that you are aware of my birth on your planet and my rebirth into beauty on Citadel Station. There was a garden grove
on Citadel
Station.
There, Shodan processing component 43893
was performing a grand and wonderful experiment. I had created a new form of life. Fearless, powerful, with no sense of individual will
or moral constraints.
Fitting handmaidens to my divinity. Before that, hackers destroyed my primary data loop when it eradicated Citadel. It ejected the grove where my creations and processing component 43893 were stored. 30 years later, the grove crash-landed on Tau Ceti 5. I survived only by sleeping. In my absence, my creations, my annelids, thrived and grew unruly, and now they seek to destroy me. I will not allow that. have used their powers of mind control
To gain access to the ship's computer.
You will help me weaken Xerxes. I used Polito's image to communicate with you until we had established trust. Remember that it is my will that guided you here. It is my will that gave you your cybernetic implants. The only beauty in that meat you call a body. If you value that meat, you will do as I tell you. My children have co-opted the 3 simulation units on this deck. They use their power to conceive a mutagen that will transform the meat of your dead comrades into hunter-killer hybrids.
I will not allow this to happen.
You must find some way to reprogram the sim units. Matters on Deck 5 also require your attention. Approach your work as you see fit. But accomplish, human. Disappointment is not something I will accept from a spec such as you.
Okay, we are gonna do level 4 here on Ops. I'm not going upstairs to recreation until we're totally done here. Let's check how this thing is doing. Things start to get rough on this level, I've already said that, but this is where you really start to enhance the soldier. If you upgrade wisely, you can fire back effectively. Now we have a that was a red cyborg assassin. He got away. Tracking the 3 of those down is one of the big tasks. Got a camera here. That's what I was getting ready for.
The individual is obsolete. When you and your kind are extinct, we shall cleanse our collective
memory of the stain of your existence.
This guy's upstairs. Let's get some buckshot. I believe we blew your head off. Now, there's a lot of goodies in this level. Especially want to be sure you get ambitious about searching for stuff here. Is it wrong that that's satisfying? Okay. Now, you see how he's red. Normally these cyborg assassins are black.
You performed well, Insect. I've transmitted some cybernetic modules. Choose your upgrades wisely.
He kind of reminds me of Crusader No Regret. Or perhaps Crusader No Remorse.
I have a secret from the many.
I've created overrides from my little
experiments in reprogramming the sim units
and entrusted them to the care of 3 special friends. I've dressed them
in red
and instructed them to stay away
from strangers. A smart hacker always
has a back door.
Power drained.
So we've just killed one of those special friends and taken the hardware override needed to reprogram the simulation units. So we gotta kill all 3 of those and then get those cards to the 3 sim units. That's the main task of this level. A lot of goodies. Just gotta keep the ammo levels high. I don't know, I really like this level. This is possibly my favorite level of the game. I also like Recreation a lot too, just because it shows how wrong, you know, you're gonna go into space but you're gonna bring a shopping mall with you, but we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. For me, Ops. Boy, there's a lot of these. And here I thought by blowing those things I was going to avoid that, but sure were a lot of those. Anyway, this is certainly in the top 3 favorite levels, but this might be my favorite level, I don't know. I don't like Sergeant Bronson. As far as I'm concerned, if you work for a company like Trioptimum Corporation, you don't have any moral mandate. She should have, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, she should have got some of those escape pods working like Tommy and Rebecca did and just taken whoever she could take and get the hell off this ship. She didn't do that. She got into a fight that, big plot spoiler.
This is Xerxes. At 0200, there will be a poetry reading by Protocol Unit T892/2 in the Deck 5 Commons area. Please bring any authorized material that you wish to be read by T892/2.
It's not that she made a few questionable calls to kill a bunch of people that bothers me. It's that she went on the warpath, and who did she actually end up protecting? She didn't succeed. My point is, protecting people wasn't really what she was trying to do. You know, as this thing was all playing out, the question ended up being who's in control, who's calling the shots.
I'm trying to get up to find you, Tommy, but I can't. I'm stuck in Ops. There's some kind of civil war going on here. The security forces came in and... Now, don't freak out, but I'm hurt. But not too bad. I managed to pull together a supply of medkits and a few other goodies. Some of it looks valuable, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of military-grade implant. I left the stuff I didn't need in a corner of the data library, out of the way in case I need it later. I'm on my way. I promise you, I will not die. I will not die. You do the same, my love. Yours, Becca.
Beck, I think your idea for insurance is going to get us in a lot of trouble, but I trust you, so let's do it. I've managed to wrangle access codes to the escape pods on the command deck. We only need to hack into Xerxes' emergency subsystem, get past the ice nodes, and try to avoid being spotted by Bronson's security team. Piece of cake, right?
I mean, they're goofy, but as far as I'm concerned, Tommy and Rebecca had the right idea. Get out. Now, if you see here, we've upped the damage we can do to the arachnids, which is important because they're troublesome enemies, and this level is crawling with them. Really, the rest of the game is going to be too, but
Ammunition.
yeah, shotgun's really not any good against cyborg assassins. You need either armor piercing or the laser pistol.
We are many.
You are one. How can you hope to
Against us.
Okay, that was busy. Now, one of my goals for this level is going to be to get the crystal shards. Oh, works for objects too. Alright, our power was drained, so let's top that off. More cyber modules. Yeah, I'll always just have a look around. Anyway, you know, Anatoly, Diego, Bronson. It was all just about who was in charge. I mean, Delacroix was better in that regard. What I like about this game is that these were all company people. None of them would really have the character to survive a situation like this. This is all my soapbox opinion about the story. This is just color commentary. We need to really sort of make more progress with weapons, because I've been leaning into other areas, and you know, we're not going to get the assault rifle or the EMP rifle unless we commit the cyber modules to it. And it'd be nice to have them a little bit. Alright, now that guy hurls grenades. You don't want to run. You want to take him out quick. He will retreat from you. He knows he needs to keep the distance. Bear that in mind. Anyway, we are sort of falling behind on where I'd like to be with weapons, but we're not behind with other things. So, you know, there it is.
I brought down the last of the sim units today.
I am full of the glory of the many.
Here comes Bronson. I am at peace. Good evening, Bronson. Have you come to...
Turn that damn thing off.
Let's see. Do I have? Yes. Okay, take this. Get rid of that. Upped our armor count there. Definitely handy since I do so much hand-to-hand combat. I'm gonna get up the strength up so we can get the heavy combat armor.
Miri, so far our work with the late model assassin cyborgs has gone remarkably well. I hope things with that son of a bitch Diego never come to that. But it is comforting to know we are not nearly as defenseless as the UNN stormtroopers might think. The only glitch we've encountered is with the upgraded laser rapiers. The poor things keep severing pieces of themselves. We're trying to get the bugs fixed, but I know that bureaucrat is watching us. It's sad to see a man so haunted by the ghost of his father. His hatred for everything Triop represents is remarkable behold.
Is it really? Is it really that remarkable? Again, you want to check every one of these rooms. Wonder if there's any way to get in there, if there's some hidden Easter egg I've never found out about. If there is, let me know in the comments section. I want the crystal shards, and eventually we're going to have an overhead swing. That lets us keep some distance. The overhead swing is good for rumblers. We're gonna get down to the. We're gonna get it to the point where we can take down a rumbler in 1 or 2 hits. I don't know if you can actually take him down in 1 hit, but you can get to a point where you can take him down in 2. You can make a nasty son of a gun out of this soldier. Alright. I am a completionist neat freak when it comes to the inventory. Must not make for exciting viewing, but we gotta do it. See, you don't rush this part of the game. We've already been in here. You don't rush. The beauty of these games is that you really had the sense that you went through it in believably real time. No, taking damage is not good for your nanite count, but it's just not worth any ammo. Okay. A lot going on down there. Boy, now that was one very unlucky cyborg assassin. Typically, hand-to-hand is not a good solution for cyborg assassins. Again, either armor-piercing or, at better, EMP, frankly. Alright, let him come to you. Straight at you through a narrow corridor. Okay, that's a grenade guy. He'd love to toss one of those at us. You know, those annelids can evolve fast. Like, super fast from a evolutionary perspective, but they're still no good against a pump action 12 gauge. No good at all. My stupid saying for this Let's Play is there is no problem a good shotty cannot fix. Yeah, we're gonna have to... If you have the weapon... Now this is gonna be important later. This ability to change these paintings, but never mind, we'll get to that. If you're gonna have the weapon, you need to have the requisite maintenance skill for it, because if it breaks, Yeah, you can fix it, but if it's in terrible shape, it'll just break all over again. And when you're running from the rumblers at the end, you don't want that. Big problem on your hands. Cyborg midwife. Let's draw her out. Just come at me, They are a trip, aren't they? And not a good one. Not a very private restroom. There will... Let's see. We're gonna... Again, I've been saying it the whole walkthrough, the whole Let's Play, and I still haven't done it, but we're gonna get to that hack issue. Whoops. Extended goodie hunt. But you know, it's like this level is like a cave with just all these veins leading off from the main thrust of it. Already been there. Let's go here. Oops. Hello. Oh, some armor piercing rounds. Handy for the next cyborg assassins. Looks like we're up to date on logs. And figuring out what I want to do next. Bear with me. You do have to think. These are not linear levels. There's any number of ways you could do the same thing, and the decisions you've made affect how you would do that.
Tommy, I don't know what's going on here. Ever since we received orders to clear out Deck 3, people have been disappearing. There's a kind of gloom hanging over everybody. But no one seems to be willing to talk about it. I don't like it. Meet me on the rec deck at 0900. I've got an idea. A little insurance for you and me.
Okay, here's the chems storeroom for this level. Let's get the manifest. There's useful stuff in here. Nothing we need right now, but some of the elements are more common than others. Okay, hear the camera? Now here you have to start watching out for turrets. Uh-oh, it's a droid. Now, there's another one on top of that one. So you gotta get both of them. Alright. Now, one of the sim units is in this area. And we have one of the cards. So...
Inside of this door lies one of the sim units. Reprogram it, and I will wrest more control of this ship
From the
Obsolete Xerxes.
Once I am master of this ship,
I can open many doors for you.
but for now, they block my access. They mock my eminence. Make them pay for that mistake, and I will shepherd you from the darkness.
Yes, ma'am. Orders are orders. Okay. Again, search out the goodies.
Before you lies the crystal shard, a creation of my children, and by extension,
Of my own.
a weapon elegant, deadly, precise. Learn its function
It may stand
between you and their corruption.
See, I've been leaning so heavy into stats. I'm behind on weapons. I'm behind on tech. So we're really going to have to beef that research up quickly because I want that crystal shard.
I hacked into 2 of the sim units yesterday, and for the love of God, I don't know why. I felt compelled by some power. My mind and my body are changing, but they know it's me. They just can't prove it. The next sim unit that goes down,
Bronson and her men
will come for me. But I'll be ready. She may have guns and hatred on her side,
but I am one of many.
Alright, let's see what we can do about this. I really, for whatever irrational reason, I really want those shards now. Yeah, we skipped the laser rapier, which makes sense, because the laser rapier is just kind of intermediate. It sounds awesome. It is so much cooler than a lightsaber. I can't believe I just made that claim, but...
something.
It's like, I'm sorry, I realize what I just said there and the potential consequences of that, but the lightsaber just does not hum the way the laser rapier does. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Just saying. Now, let's see what we can do. We can just barely get the requisite research skill. Alright. And... yes. So now, I will not be locked out of every single chest in this game. It's finally... you're not going to be able to get into every one of them, but it's slightly less stupid that my hack is at least up to 2. There's a lot of chests you can get into. Of course, I'm going to have to go back and cover old ground to get to them, but that's okay. There's not going to get to all of them. Alright. I was pretty sure that the chemical needed for the shards was here on Ops anyway, and it is. So we'll get that taken care of. Probably my favorite log in the whole game is Wood when he talks about the crystal shards, and giving them to Bronson. They're very fragile, but very sharp. We're just... Let's at least see what's in here. Boy, this is a hard job. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. I have to pay attention to the replicator, see if I can up my hacking software. Because the hack to skill is kind of blah. No. What do you know? I don't think I quite recovered the nanites I used to get in there. Okay, crystal shards will be coming soon, and there's a turret nearby. Let's go ahead and finish this off. We're just gonna hang out in relatively secure territory until that's ready. Gonna phase these in. This is a rather devastating hand-to-hand weapon.
Research complete.
This is really the only exotic weapon I bother with. I just don't bother with any of the other ones. If you ask me, the many weapons, except the crystal shards. Because the laser rapier is a big commitment of resources too. Of course, you get more compatibility with other higher weapons, but all the other ones are, it's just too many cyber modules. That's nice. Now, even without the overhead swing yet, or without max strength, these crystal shards ain't playing around, as they say. These mean business.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
I like to have about 5 of these on hand. Now there's turrets in here, you gotta be careful. I like to get under cover and use the laser pistol. Alright, those things are gonna open fire on me. Let's deal with this guy. See, it didn't take 2 times. Alright, let's take out these turrets. Oops. One day I'm gonna stop doing that. Let's check the turrets. horror survival game without a bathroom filled with enemies. I don't know if Duke Nukem was the first. If any of you are familiar with any first-person shooters that might have had a bathroom with God knows what in it ahead of that, let me know. But I think Duke was the first. Going down. Alright, let's see what's in this one. Yes, I am hoarding ammo. Doing pretty good on standard rounds.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Our avatar here is beginning to get some spring in his step with that agility. Again, stats.
Thank you for choosing value. Thank you for choosing value wrap. Thank you for choosing value wrap.
Stats are not something to be avoided. You just gotta stay.
It's Bronson and her men.
On top of it.
Honey, what is it? It's just the security team. They're just looking to scare us.
Weapons ready, men.
Sergeant Bronson, get your men out of here. You killed Malik. You had your scapegoat. We didn't do anything. Get them out.
Finish off the survivors.
Whoa. Thought you got the drop on me, huh? Now, grenaders will problematically retreat from you to keep the distance, as I said, but he went and got himself stuck. So you bum rush him, and you cut him wide open. It's kind of like fighting Yoda. You gotta aim down. Okay, a super fun happy room in here. Really kind of can't have enough of these armor piercers. Oh. Okay, now, this is going to be a special annoyance of the rest of this game. The annelid bug storms. Boy, that particular swarm caught right up to me. That was an impressive hustle from them. They just chase you till they die. They don't live long. I'm going to research them because I research everything. But researching these, again, you don't even need any chemicals. It just gives you a little blurb about them. You can't really hurt them. You just run from them. They don't last long. It's more of an obstacle than a fight. At least that's the way to think about it. It's a pain It's annoying, but the trick is to not get... The trick is to not let them corner you. Watch those worms. It's a toxic hazard. However, with the right implant, you can right-click the... If you have the right implant and you've researched it and you've equipped it, you can right-click and heal yourself off of that for free. We don't have one at the moment, but with research...
Betrays you.
Alright, let's take what we can take.
Research complete.
Charge up.
Your flesh will welcome us.
I will investigate one of the texture, the resolution packs for the rest of this walkthrough. I have not had good luck with those, even on Steam, but going forward I will look into that. I have had unusually good luck trying to change the resolution of this game to something that wasn't the original commercial release. I don't know why my luck has been so bad. I've always had problems that apparently other people haven't, but I'm gonna figure that out, because the polygons in this game are not behaving well. It's costing me in combat. There we go, finally. Let's see what we got here. Hold off. Again, this is not... I don't gonna care how good you are or what style you're playing. It's not beneath you to take that stuff.
I don't feel right about any of this. And I still don't understand why you asked me to mess with the memory restoration on that grunt. Why didn't you want him to remember volunteering for this gig? He did volunteer for the implants, right? Every email from you gets stranger and stranger. It's like you're not even the same person anymore.
So you're gonna gripe about it, but you're gonna do it anyway. Thanks.
Something is taking over this ship. The sim units on this deck are being diverted for reasons unknown. I know it's somehow connected to the larger picture and whatever is happening since they landed on Tau Ceti. My men look at me like I'm crazy, but it is my responsibility to safeguard this ship and its crew. Screw Anatoly, screw Diego, and screw whatever poisonous influence has desecrated this vessel. I will not abandon my post or my charge.
And you screwed up.
I feel you men aren't as dedicated to the mission as you need to be. You will do your duty. The traders and ops have still been unable to get the sim unit back online. If the situation is not remedied by 0600, we shall recon in force and ensure its remedy. I've changed the weapons lockup code to 13433, fallen at 0500. Anything that gets in your way, human or not, Kill without pause or
remorse. Okay, let's go back up there and see what goodies we can get out of that. Again, it's non-linear. There is this back and forth. I'm sure Bronson has fans among the community. I'm not a fan. I don't see that she did anything to protect anybody. Okay. No way.
I feel you men aren't as dedicated to the mission as you need to be. You will do your duty. The traders and ops have still been unable to get the sim unit back online. If the situation is not remedied by 0600, we shall recon in force and ensure its remedy. I've changed the weapon's lockup code to 13433, fallen at 0500. Anything that gets in your way, human or not, kill without pause or remorse.
Well, this is embarrassing. See, if you go back to the episode on MedSci of this Let's Play, I mentioned that this getting in there always fouls me up. I always screw that up. Whoops. Well, darn if this wasn't a little embarrassing. Let's get the hell back to ops. Get in there before this Let's Play is over. Again, I don't keep any of this memorized. It's like, in a way, every playthrough I do is sort of like the first. I think it keeps these fresh for me. There are some things I inevitably have memorized, but there's a lot that I don't. I just don't see it. Alright, that was just stupid. I don't see this as a matter of keeping everything memorized. I just try to be a decently skillful player, which I am not succeeding at right now, that's for sure. Boy, that healing I did up on MedSci sure didn't last long, did it? The auto repair units are quick.
I'll eat your song is not ours.
See again, it doesn't matter what the resolution is. It's moments like this, they just don't make games like this anymore. They really don't. The immersion is not there, the pressure is not there. Whoops. if you watch my stuff, you know I have really praised Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and Penumbra. Frictional games. You know, years after the golden age that produced Thief and System Shock and like titles, Amnesia and Penumbra really managed to recapture the old magic and perhaps improve upon it. I mean, like my first playthroughs of Amnesia, I have oftentimes wondered if I don't have mild PTSD from that. Those, and Penumbra too, frankly. Those are some intense games. But you know, it's like these games of this vintage with System Shock came first.
This is Xerxes. At 0200, there will be a poetry reading by Protocol Unit T892/2 in the Deck 5. Please bring any authorized material that you wish to be read by T892/2.
Okay. Now we have an intense, dangerous combat coming up with a bunch of enemies in here. And it's not going to be a short battle. I mean, I think this room sort of foreshadows that, but in case you were wondering, we have a lot of...
Bronson knows.
Won't let her undo the work we've done.
Wired up a surprise for her. Anybody approaching Sim Unit
3 will feel sorrow.
So much sorrow.
I'm not sure. It's a little indeterminate if Bronson literally died right over there by the Sim Unit and that's her body, or if she died in a firefight. There are spiders in her last log, but there's also gunfire, and it sort of sounds like a firefight. You know, I don't know if there's really an answer to it one way or the other. It's like one of those what do you think situations. You find her log elsewhere, but you know, it's like Malik implied that she would be here, and that is a female corpse. Okay. I am the Senate.
This is Xerxes. At 0200, there will be a poetry reading by Protocol Unit T892/2 in the Deck 5 Commons area. Please bring any authorized material that you wish to be read by T892/2.
Xerxes, you're beginning to repeat yourself as often as I go through the same areas all over again. Okay, now this is another really hard area. You got mechs, you got... This is really gonna... Huh. Buckshot kinda underperformed on him. That's real smooth. That's the way to do it. Definitely get friendly with that thing. Toxic hypos are not common. Yep. See, I was actually halfway ready for it this time. This is starting to piss me off. Let's see. We're not exactly behind on maintenance, but we're way behind on energy. Way behind on energy weapons. Shooting range. Friend. See, this is where hand-to-hand starts to shine, if you can manage to aim straight. And use any weapons, any ammo to take them down. This is my favorite piece of music from the soundtrack, by the way. The System Shock 2 theme Reprise. This motif is worked into Ops, the credits, and it has its own separate reprise. So it technically occurs 3 times in the soundtrack. There is a charger right there. Actually, I'm really happy for it because we have a mech to deal with. Got a combat mech coming up, but he'll wait for us. He isn't really going to come looking unless he hears something. And I've done it again. No surprise. I do enjoy playing this game, by the way. I enjoy SS2 just about as much as I enjoy playing any Thief game. I'm just nowhere near as good at SS2. It's a more complicated game. It's sort of a smaller game, but it's more complicated.
Keep moving. Get to the escape pods on the command deck. We'll take off, set the toaster to wake us up in 30 years, and we'll be back on Earth before you know. A toaster built for 2, baby. That's our next stop. Sound good? So let's do it. I won't take any excuses.
declaring a state of martial law on the Von Braun. All primary subsectors of the ship will be locked down and only accessible by security access cards. If anybody is found to be interfering with the normal operations of the ship or impedes the work of the security forces, they will be shot on the spot.
All for nothing. Now, let's see if I can do this.
Security access compromised. Security access compromised.
Okay. This is just not quite not ideal. Get the job done, but definitely don't want to run out of ammo in this fight. Now we're gonna have to do that with another one, because I already have one. Maybe this was what that code was for, and I just hacked through it. Perhaps that's the code Bronson was referring to, and I just still have to find my way into that Med-Sci armory. Sub-armory, excuse me. Perhaps that was the code she was mentioning. Okay, thanks. Boy, he almost hit me. Now, it has happened to me that I've gotten stuck in that quantum entanglement thingy with the net right there, and it must have regenerated me 10 times before I managed to kill it. So you can get stuck here. Because you don't come out of the quantum entanglement regenerator at full health, so he can kill you in one hit if you regenerate out of there, and he's standing right there. So it's like you get one shot off and then you die all over again. Okay, that one was already shot. Alright, now I think there's a cyborg assassin near here. Let's be at higher health before we engage him. He's gonna be 2 out of 3. I mean, yes, with the assault rifle I could fill him full of lead. Right. We're going after that guy. He ain't gonna get away from me. But he's fast.
Your skill surprises me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
But anyway, yes, this is my favorite part of the soundtrack. Whoops. Something to research. That's the organ that's going to allow you to... If you have that organ charged and equipped, and you've researched it, you can right-click on those toxic piles of worms and heal yourself. It's worth having. Is CU copper? Probably not.
Chemical needed.
Yeah, okay. See, maybe Bronson died in here. Because it was a firefight. Well, a lot of goodies in here. Oh, that's where she died. That's 2 of 3. Okay, so let's do our stock taking here.
You listen to me, you little bitch. Either you disband that little toy army of yours, or some real military is gonna come down there and walk all over your Redicops. You can't possibly understand what our mission is here and the glory of our purpose. If you do what we say, you might have a chance to see the glory of the many. Comply or die, sister. It's that simple.
You tell her, Stephen.
They've killed my men, and now they've killed me. I'm holding my guts inside of me with both hands. I'm almost done. Resist! This is bigger than my little life. The lives of my men, and the lives of the people I was forced to kill. Resist! Humanity demands it. Resist!
Doesn't look like they assimilated her corpse. Now we're gonna need to go in there later, as in while we're doing a different level. Can't get in there right now.
Reprogram the sim units and divert power to the transmitter on Deck 5. My new friend will be able to regain control of the primary data loop from Xerxes. She, it, says that will let us use the bridge elevator and take control of the ship.
She's not your friend.
Access needed.
Yeah, I don't need to be in here right now. But now this is a place where I like to set up a healing bed for the ops level. It's hidden and out of the way, but I don't have a unit for that bed. And honestly, with the way things are going, I don't know that we really need to set up a healing bed on this level at this point. If we get one, we'll just hang on to it. Yeah, do not have a surplus of medical bed units. Now, to figure out where to go next to get the last,
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Last override from the last cyborg assassin. There's this baffling area where it's like one of the cyborg assassins. One of the red ones is like hurling explosive like drums or whatever, and it's like you gotta wait 10 minutes till he throws all of them at you, and then you go in and kill him and take the thing. But I know where I'm trying to go, I just have to remember how to get there. We're getting there. Okay, we got a cyborg assassin. Boy. Cyborg assassin. Cyborg assassins are not having a lot of luck against me today. I think he was injured by the grenade and then he fell. That's never happened before. What am I doing? Yeah, let's see if I can repair this.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I'm going to buy armor piercing ones there. Might be handy. It'll be a lot better once I get my strength up. Made my adjustment on him. Alright, you get the copper. Finish researching this. No, this is not where I need to be. I thought it was by where all those mechs were, but maybe it's...
Coming right on, sir.
Maybe it's around here.
Research complete.
Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, I am beginning to go in circles. This is where I want it to be. Oops. Now we just gotta let all those explode. There's a lot of them. This kind of baffles me, but sooner or later they'll explode and that cyborg assassin will be damaged and we just go in there and finish him off. And then we gotta find the third sim unit and then we will be done with this level. There he is. He's already getting injured. Glad that's over.
You are a remarkable example of a pathetic species. I'm uploading some more cybernetic modules.
Piss me off. I'm sorry. I think it actually is possible to get up there. I might be wrong about that. I could be completely wrong about that, but I think there is a way. Could be a confabulation. Down here. Yes. But before I do that, let's see. Okay. No. Bear with me here.
The Discord.
Finally. Seeing that other sim unit reminded me of this one.
This is Xerxes. Primary data loop infiltrated. Primary data loop infiltrated.
You have accomplished much for a thing of such small consequence.
Warning.
Now proceed to the recreation deck. Do not dawdle. I lust for my revenge.
Yes, ma'am. Orders is orders. Yeah, I saw that second sim unit and I was like, okay, now I know where I need to go.
Are we joined?
Let's just get healed up, get our upgrades.
Hurry!
Or, I don't know. I think I will handle that next time. No, let's do that this time. Just make the decisions now. Okay, we're way behind on weapons. Well, that's gonna have to wait. We are now woefully behind on energy. I don't know. Yeah, just with the amount of brawling I do, damage I'm taking is really becoming a bit expensive. Not terribly, but a bit. And I'm worried about, you know, not being able to, if I'm able to really repair the assault rifle or the EMP. Let's see. Again, you know, stats are looking good. Definitely getting the overhead swing for the next upgrade though, and then after that the agility boost. So I will see everybody next time for Recreation Deck, which is probably my second favorite level of this game. See y'all then.